Welcome to the Emery Spartan Pregame Show on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price. And now for tonight's play-by-play, let's join Jordan Buscarini and Travis Anderson.
Welcome into Emery High School basketball. It's here on KOAL 107.3 FM, 750 AM. Jordan Buscarini alongside Travis Anderson. And we have hit that point in time of the season where it is win or go home. And tonight, the Lady Spartans have earned the right to play host to the second round of the 3A state championship tournament as they welcome in the Ogden Tigers, number 5 versus number 12. And Travis, when you take a look at the NCAA tournament, typically this is dangerous, right? Every time you see a 5 versus 12.
Yeah, 5 versus 12 like you talk about in the NCAA tournament or ripe for upsets. But tonight coming in, I think Emery's playing really good, really stout. This Ogden team, it's one of those teams that really struggled in region play, getting 2 wins against Ben Lohman, who we just saw the other night against the Carbon Dino. So Emery's in a good spot tonight.
We look at the way Emery closed out the regular season, and we're going to get to our interview with head coach John Falo coming up here in just a moment. Always counting up to join us on KOAL's Drive Time Sports. We talk about the way they played at the end of the season. They had that shocking loss to the Carbon Dinos, and going back to that game, they weren't happy with the way they played. Obviously never happy to lose to a rival, but there were some things that they needed to clean up. Emery finishes 10-4 in league play. It's a very compact, very competitive division. They take second place. They go 13-10 overall. You look back at the end, the last 2 games, a 40-point win over North St. Pete, an 8-point win over Juab. So I'm sure that there are quite a few positives for Coach Falo coming out of that, right? That loss. Sometimes you need a loss to refocus.
Yeah, that loss, I think, did them well. It's not a good thing to lose to your rival, like you said, but you take things out of the film session, you take things to the practice floor, you work on those things, and you figure out why we lost that game, and it was pretty simple. They missed a lot of easy points around the rim in that game. They did have some costly turnovers. So if you clean those things up moving forward, you should be fine. Emery's a team that can do a good job of getting inside the paint. One area where they really struggle is sometimes they fall into a little bit of a lull from the outside. So got to do a better job of knocking down the perimeter shots. I think if they do that, if they clean things up inside, and then it's going to make things easier on the outside where they get some perimeter shots. But you got to shoot the ball better. That's one area where they really struggled in that Carbon game. I thought from the three-point lane, they were awful against the Carbon Dinos from the three-point line.
Well, I think one of the things that Coach Falo has talked about all year is if they can get the game going from the perimeter, this is a dangerous team. They can cause some fits. We saw this Emery team just a year ago make a magical run all the way to the state championship game, and they were in position to get a win in that game, right? So you're hoping that you could get the same magic tonight as you take on Ogden, right? The same magic brewing at the right particular time, but you have to shoot the ball better from the outside. There are a couple of potential flamethrowers from distance for Emery. I think it starts with Sage Curtis. I think Cabry Gordon is capable of doing it. There's a number of girls that can come off of the pine as well and knock down the outside shot. Who's going to step up for the Emery Lady Spartans on the perimeter? And once that happens, things for Caitlin Nielsen will obviously open up down low. Skylar Guyman has been terrific on the glass. So there's positives. And I still don't think we've seen the best basketball from this Lady Spartan team just yet. And that's also not a bad thing.
No, you just got to get in the dance and then make a run. Like you did last year. You made that run, you got in, and you played really well and got to the state championship and gave yourself an opportunity in that game. Some things didn't go their way late in that game. But it was an opportunity, and it was there, and you have the same opportunity coming into this game. But if you want that opportunity, it starts here tonight. You got to win this home game.
It is the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. We are off and rolling right here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Let's send it back to the studio for just a moment. When we return, you're going to hear from head coach John Falo as we continue to count down the moments to tip off on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, and also on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Those who know diesel engines, Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price.
Welcome back into the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. It's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. We are counting down the moments to tip off tonight. Win or go home. The Emery Lady Spartans playing host to Ogden in the second round of the 3A state championship tournament. Both teams had byes in that first round. And so tonight, it's that classic 5-12 matchup. The Lady Spartans taking a huge leap in the final RPI to not only get a home game, but to secure a top 5 spot. That was something that we talked with head coach John Falo about as the Lady Spartans wrapped up second place in region. We also talked about tonight's opponent in Ogden and playing good basketball at the right time as the Lady Spartans are looking for their second consecutive trip to the state championship. Coach, as always, a pleasure. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate you having me on, Jordan.
Yeah, definitely, Coach. It's go time, that is for sure. Now it's win or go home. Every game takes on a new meaning as we get to that third and final section of the season, past preseason, past region, and now we're at the state tournament. I do want to get your reaction, Coach, to jumping to number 5 in the final RPI, and if that was a surprise to you and your staff and your players, and how you kind of seen that whole thing play out.
Yeah, I mean, for us, I think it was a surprise. We didn't think we'd have an opportunity to get that high, but with some teams losing above us, Joab, losing those last two, and Richfield losing that last one. And I guess the number just fell as such that we ended up jumping up to 5, which, credit to our girls for working hard and, earning that spot. But we're kind of looking at that whole thing after the drop of the Carbon game that, best case scenario, maybe a 6 at 7 if we could win out. And, that's what our girls did. And so to see us at 5 was a little bit of a surprise, but at the same time, I guess it's a good thing to get to a higher seed, but you end up on that number 1 side seed, which we're trying to stay on the other side. But at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want. You got to deal with what you got, and so we're happy where we're at in the tournament because we could be a whole lot worse. So fortunate where we're at, truthfully.
I know that there's not a huge emphasis on region anymore, but it's still a goal right at the beginning of the year to walk away with a region crown. Coach, this division is so difficult. I mean, Joab and Richfield and Manti proved this year that they were a game opponent. And, of course, Canyon View wins the region. But this Emery girls team finished the second overall within that division. Knowing the competition that you guys had to go up against night in and night out and looking at those top 5 teams in a pretty stacked region, how happy are you looking at a 10-4 mark in region, knowing that it very easily could have been 12-2, could have been 13-1? I mean, however you want to look at that, but you still went 10-4 and finished second.
Yeah, no, I think, going into the season, if people were to say, hey, we end up second, I think we would end up pick third overall, and so it end up second. I feel like, it's a good thing. It's, happy for the way we ended our season strong. And so happy for the girls and what we were able to accomplish. And, seconds, I think we ended up third last year. And so tied for third or fourth. And so, the girls have worked hard and it's a tough region. It seemed like every night was a tough game. And so they end up in that 10-4 spot. And you look back and they say we could have battled if we wouldn't have lost one here and there. But at the end of the day, they end up seconds pretty good.
You talked about going third last year in this division. I mean, it's so different than the other 2 regions. So Region 13, it's a 10-game region season. Region 14, it's only an 8-game season. I have to believe that the level of competition that you are seeing throughout the majority of the season, because the league starts back before Christmas, Coach, it just seems like it does prepare you a little bit more for the state tournament because even Delta, at times this year, they've been competitive, right? You look at the bottom of the region, there's Carbon, there's North St. Pete. These teams have been competitive with good squads. I look at the bottom of Region 13, I look at the bottom of Region 14. It simply does not compare to what this Emery girls team sees night in and night out.
No, I feel by far, our region's a tough region. And like I say, it's from top to bottom. Every night's been a tough night. There's always problems to deal with different teams and matchups. And so, I think our region's probably the best region. Again, Grantsville, that South Southern Morgan group, but then it's a big drop off. And then same with that bottom, that Region 14. And so, I think it's going to help us coming into the state tournament, prepare us that way. That's what's been nice is that every night's been a battle. And so, I'm hoping that preps us for when we get to the state tournament now.
I know you and I have talked all season long about how crucial it is for this particular team to convert from the outside, convert on the perimeter. One of the statistics that I do find fairly interesting, Coach, is even with the perimeter struggles at times this year, this girls team is still in the upper echelon as far as points per game within the 3A classification over the course of 23 games, even scoring more points than Richfield, who played 24 games. So I think when you look across the board, there's obviously variables to it. But in my mind, I've always had this idea, okay, if this girls team if they can produce offensively, you got a great chance of winning. Yet you guys have produced on the offensive side of the floor the majority of the season.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it stems from defense. We press a lot, try to get a lot of the easy buckets that way. So I think when we are struggling outside, we try to create defense or offense with defense. And so that's kind of been our MO this year. We haven't been stellar shooting from the outside, and I keep thinking it's going to change. And, hopefully we're going to get hot here pretty soon coming into the state tournament. And, I think that would be the difference maker for us if we get hot on the outside and our defense stays as it is. I think that's kind of that X factor that I don't think teams are taking into account, even though we're scoring up there with the rest of the team. I feel like if we can, get that outside shooting going, we could be a really dangerous team.
Again, our guest right now is Coach John Falo, again, of the Emery Lady Spartan basketball team. Coach, the schedule is a little bit weird, right? And so you get all week off. You got a game on Friday. Fortunately, this one's at home. If you win that game, you get a full another week off, and then you got to dive back into action on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which is completely different than what we're used to on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So essentially, with a win on Friday, you're playing one game in a 2-week span. Is that good or bad?
For us, I don't know if it's good or bad. Honestly, when we're playing twice a week, I think it's been the best thing to keep my girls' legs going. That's what's nice about this region that we've been in. We've got 2 games a week, and so it's a difference. It's a big difference for us to be able to say, okay, we're going to play one game, and then we're going to take a whole week off, and then we're going to hopefully play 3 games in a row. But it's, trying to keep these girls in shape and keeping their legs and keeping the intensity level. That's what's nice about games. It's sometimes hard to rep that in practice. And so, a full week of that, it's tough. And so we'll see how it affects us. Hopefully it doesn't, but, I'm worried about that for sure.
Is it easier or I shouldn't say easier, is it easy for you to ramp up competition level in practice? I know a lot of that depends on the personnel, right? The type of kids that you have and the competitive spirit in practice. But is it easier for this team to ramp up that competition level, keep them moving in practice and kind of create that edge? Or is that something that you guys have to work a little bit harder for?
We're fortunate to have the girls we have. I have probably about 10 to 12 girls that are they're all pretty close. And they all compete hard. And so that makes it nice for practice. And so putting you in scenarios where it's a competitive situation, it's helped. But there's a point where, again, sometimes it's tough to replicate the game situation. And so, but we are fortunate to have the numbers of players that we have that are really good and can push each other. And that's the challenge I've given every one of these girls this past week is, we're only going to be as good as whoever's helping us. And so we're trying to get everybody to push each other, and they're doing a good job so far, and hopefully keep that intensity up and put scenarios in that allow them to be able to recognize some things. And so that's kind of been the goal this next week is just kind of keeping them focused that way and keep the intensity level to a high.
Let's talk about Friday's opponent, Coach. You guys get Ogden. It's a long trip for them. Just kind of looking over some things on Ogden. They do have a couple of capable scorers on this team. They come through a region that's certainly not as deep as Region 12, but there are some good teams within this region, and they struggled. Their only 2 wins came against Ben Lomond, but this is a region that has a Union, a Morgan, a South Summit, and a Grantsville. So when you look at this Ogden team, I think it's an unfair question to say are they better than what their record would indicate. But when you look at this team, they appear to me to be capable. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I think so. They've got some pieces as I watched film on them. They honestly have some girls that look like they can play basketball, and and sometimes putting it all together. And sometimes, that's kind of what I've seen watching on film. They'll have spurts where they look really good, and other times they don't look so good. And so what you hope is, when they come down here, that you can limit those numbers of spurts and not give them, much hope as they come in and limit that. I think that's probably the biggest thing. But I think any team that you play is a dangerous team if you don't play at the level that you need to, or you try to play down. If you play down to whatever level that they're playing at, that's kind of the biggest key I see for us is playing to the level we've been playing at and how they play and make them dictate what we want to happen. And, I think that's probably the biggest key for us.
Coach, you do a tremendous job at any sport that we're talking about of getting your kids to play up to the level of competition. Now, we saw it last year in the state tournament. We've seen it on the football field. Obviously, if you could bottle up that particular rhetoric, narrative, if you could bottle it up in liquid form, you could sell it, you'd be a billionaire, right? So I don't know if there's a magic formula for it, but you seem to do a pretty good job of getting the kids to play up when it's crunch time. I
say I wish I could take a lot of credit for that. I can. Honestly, I've had some great kids, whatever sport I've coached, and so I've been fortunate to have some really good athletes and some really good players, and I really rely on them stepping up to allow those other girls to pull them up. You know, as a coach, you're just a facilitator and trying to put people in positions to be able to be successful, and putting key personnel in positions to motivate kids. That's been probably my biggest success, is to say, hey, you're the driving motivator to get our team pushed over, and kids have ran with that. And when they have, we've been really successful. And when we haven't had that leadership, I haven't been. And so, you know, a lot of credit goes to those kids and stepping up, and my coaching staff. And you know, like I say, there's nothing I'm doing that's anything magical or crazy. It's like I say, it's just the kids stepping up and wanting to play hard for their teammates and for coaches and their families or wherever it is. And so, you know, been really fortunate to have some great kids.
I know you got a smaller senior class, but nonetheless, these are girls that have contributed at this varsity level for quite some time. Have you noticed urgency difference from these girls as we get down to the final couple of weeks of practice? You know, a win or go home game. Is that urgency there within the senior group?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I look at that last game. I mean, I had Callie Jensen was all over the place. She was rebounding, she was scoring, she was defending. I mean, I think she recognizes, as well as Kate, both of those two recognize the urgency of trying to make the most out of these last few games. And so they understood what was at stake with that last game. We wanted to get a home playoff game, and they sealed that with that win. And so I think if they go with that mentality, you know, I think there's a lot of good things that are going to happen once we get to state.
Coach, it's always fun to get you on. Always fun to talk about what's happening with the team. Looking forward to the game on Friday. Thank you so much, and we'll see you there.
All right. Hey, I appreciate it, Jordan.
Again, that's our interview with head coach John Falo with the Emery Lady Spartans as we continue to inch a little bit closer to tip-off. Winner go home time, 3A state championship tournament. Emery playing host to Ogden. We know for sure it's the final home game of the season. We'll talk more about that, get you set with the starting lineups. That's coming up next on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show.
We're not going out on a limb when we say,
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen. Fantastic food, fun atmosphere. Known for their made-from-scratch pizzas, Juniper has the very best pastas, burgers, salads, wraps, hoagies, paninis, appetizers, loaded sodas, desserts, vegan and vegetarian options. Dine in for lunch or dinner, Tuesday through Friday, 11 till 8. Saturdays, noon till 8. Order online at JuniperKitchenUtah.com with DoorDash delivery. Stop beating around the bush for a great meal.
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen and Price.
You're looking for somewhere you could be proud to work. Komatsu is looking for you. Komatsu is a leading manufacturer of construction, mining, forestry, and industrial heavy equipment. Komatsu currently has openings for seasoned welders, journeyman electricians, and MSHA certified electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
Whether it is for your personal vehicle or a work truck, Toppet Pickup Covers has what you are looking for to either dress your truck up or protect your belongings. Low-profile covers from Truxedo, paint-matched fiberglass toppers from ARE, or full utility covers and bed slides. Toppet also has the best warranty that you will find in the market. Toppet Pickup Covers, on the west side of I-15, off the 400 South exit in Springville.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Lineups. We're going to welcome back in the viewing audience on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery. Travis, before we go into the national anthem, I want to get your thoughts on what Emery has to do to get a win here tonight.
Yeah, Emery's just got to play Emery-style basketball. That means you've got to get into your offensive set. You've got to drive. You've got to get to the free throw line. But most importantly, when the ball's inside the paint and that defense collapses and that ball's kicked out, you can't be gun-shy. You've got to let it fly, and you've got to knock down perimeter shots. I think if they come in, they shoot the ball well, they control the offense, they don't turn the ball over against this team, they're going to be fine.
Winner of this game will move on to the quarterfinals, which will be on Monday, February 24th, right? We still got a little ways before we get into the quarterfinals. We are getting set for the national anthem. We're going to set it back to the studio for just a moment when we come back. Starting lineups right here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM. We're back in just a moment.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the...
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
The Spartans play here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Simplifying your life while maximizing savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Dawn's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups, and we are going to begin with the Ogden Tigers, who come in as the number 12 seed in the 3A state championship tournament. Getting the start tonight for Ogden, we're going to see number 1, Lily Gonzalez. Gonzalez will be joined by number 4, Megan Buse. We'll see number 10, Solote Tonga. Number 21, Macy Vine. And number 51, Jill Wood. That's the starting lineup for the Ogden Tigers.
Yeah, for Ogden, coming out in this game, like we said, the number 12 seed going against the 5 seed. So for Ogden, it's simple. They just can't get in the track meet.
And now the lights go off here at the Spartan Center, and we are set for the starting 5 for your Emery Lady Spartans. And getting the start tonight out of the backcourt, we'll see number 1, Callie Jensen, one of the most athletic players you'll see out of the backcourt throughout the entire classification. If Callie gets it going to the basket, filling the lanes correctly, she's definitely tough to stop. Also a headache for a lot of teams defensively. Also getting the start tonight, we'll see number 11 at the 2 guard, Cabry Gordon. Also starting for Emery at the 3, number 35, Sage Curtis. At the 4, number 14, Skyly Guyman. And in the middle, number 22, Caitlin Nielsen. The Emery Lady Spartans are coached by John Falo. And that is the starting lineup for the Lady Spartans. Travis here tonight, Friday at home. This is the final home basketball game of the year, regardless of the outcome. We know the boys are going to be on the road tomorrow. You and I will be there at American Heritage. And then after that, whoever is still standing will go to UVU February 24th. A lot of practice time. So essentially all week, right, not a single game for anyone this week. You get a win tonight, you get all next week as well. So 1 game in 2 weeks going into that state tournament. That's a big, big break.
It's a long break. It's kind of like having that break over Christmas or a Thanksgiving break. It's going to be a long one if you get the wins. They got to come in focused if you get the win tonight and then to carry that to next week because you've got to stay grounded during the week.
Lady Spartans come out wearing their home white uniforms. Ogden wearing the road black uniforms. Set to tip things off. Wood will go toe-to-toe with Nielsen. No, I take that back. It's going to be Tonga going up against Caitlin Nielsen. Emery's going to be moving right to left on the radio dial. Again, want to welcome in the YouTube audience and those listening on 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Emery controls the tip. Out of the backcourt, it's Jensen. Galley's going to go right side, face guarded by Buse. Now to Gordon off of the wing, goes top of the key to Guyman. Guyman puts it on the ground, goes left side, had a little bit of space, gives it off now to Jensen. Callie with a pump fake drive, shot good. And Callie draws first blood very quickly for Emery, 2-0. And the Lady Spartans will come out in the 2-2-1 press almost immediately, trying to force some turnovers. The Tigers are able to break it, but it is suffocating. Tiger basketball right side, it's Gonzalez. Wants to go top of the key to Buse. Goes back to Gonzalez, she'll try a triple, good. And so just like that, Ogden has their first lead, 3-2 off of the triple off the right wing.
That's important for Ogden to shoot the three-point ball. They've got to shoot a lot in this game, so they take one, make one, 1 for 1.
Nearly 1 minute gone by in the opening quarter. Ogden 3, Emery 2. Nielsen with the ball, takes it in off of the left wing, drive shot, no good. Rebound, Tonga had it and lost it. Picked up by Nielsen. Caitlin, second shot, no good. Tonga that time with a defensive rebound, wrestles it away. And now Ogden looking to expand their early advantage. 1 minute into this quarter, Gonzalez drives, had the ball stripped and knocked away by Curtis. It'll stick with the Tigers, 28 on the shot clock.
Yeah, early on, you can see Emery's getting to the cup. Couple misses there on the last possession, but they did get the first one to fall, so they just got to continue to attack, have success at the rim.
That's what they want to do. Gonzalez, a triple, no good. Rebound off of the side of the iron, goes to Buse. Buse, one dribble, goes back to Gonzalez. Cross-court pass, it's dangerous. Finds Jill Wood. Wood lost the ball. Stolen by Gordon. And then Cabry lost it, knocked out of bounds, but it will stick with Emery. 6:34 to play in the opening quarter. Score right now, Ogden 3, Emery 2.
They tried to get up the floor, got bumped a little bit, no whistle. Ball sticks with Emery.
Callie walks it up across half court. Gonzalez walks with her, goes left side to Sage. Sage, quick three on the way, no good. Missed it off of the front of the iron, and a long rebound to Macy Vine. Vine gives it off. Right side now to Gonzalez. Gonzalez wants to go cross court. Bounce pass down low, beautiful ball movement by Ogden. Shot, the rim is no good. Tonga with a rebound. Her putback is too hard off of the glass, and we have our first jump ball. Possession's going to stick with the Ogden Tigers.
Yeah, right now Ogden a little bit more aggressive, crashing the boards, coming up with some offensive rebounds. They get a possession. They're back with the tie-up.
Fresh 35 for the Tigers. Wood gets it inbounds. Holding gets Vine out of the left corner. Goes to Gonzalez, who's going to reset this offense, direct some traffic, brings it right side. Emery right now with a 2-3 zone. 22 on the shot clock. Ogden showing patience. Long distance three, no good. So after Gonzalez knocked down her first, she's missed her last two. Rebound to Gordon. Gordon had a full head of steam. Slows up off of the left wing. Now goes to Guyman. Fakes left. Goes back to Jensen. Emery spacing out the floor a little bit. Kelly hands the ball off now to Curtis. Sage takes one dribble. Now back to Jensen. Callie brings it back and around. 14 on the shot clock. Gordon down low to Guyman. Guyman finds the cutter. It's Jensen who kicks it back out to Curtis. And the ball out of bounds. Slow start for Emery. 5:21 to play in the first. Another turnover. Still 3-2. Ogden with the advantage.
Yeah, a little bit of jitters to start the game. And Ogden right now with the 3-2 lead. So both teams trying to figure out the offense.
Press. Emery's going to break it. Tonga with the ball. Tonga ran down from behind. Excellent play by Guyman. Knocks the ball out of bounds. So Tonga broke that press with a little spin move. Had daylight. Decided to try to take it down the sideline. And Guyman uses the speed to poke that ball away. Otherwise, might be a 2-point bucket for the Tigers. Instead, Wood will inbound now on the baseline. 29 on the shot clock. Long pass. It's intercepted by Jensen. Callie trying to go coast to coast off the turnover. Goes right into Gonzalez, draws the foul, and she'll get 2 at the stripe. That's the athleticism of Callie Jensen. Very difficult pass to make up over the top of the defense against someone with that type of athleticism.
Yeah, it's a pick and pop to try to catch the ball in the high post. There's not enough on the inbounds pass that's picked off. That's a great job by Jensen to pick it off, go coast to coast, get to the free throw line, rattle in the first one.
So we're going to see the first subs of the ball game for the Ogden Tigers. Hazel Narodowski has come into the game. Second shot for Callie is no good, so she goes 1 of 2 at the stripe. Slow start for both teams offensively. And now Ogden's going to take their time. Another interception. Still top of the key. Callie wanted to go coast to coast, lost the basketball, and bodies all over the place. Turns out to be a turnover. Narodowski comes up with the ball for Ogden.
Said it spun out of that. It got bumped. Turned the ball over.
So Nadolski brings a little bit of length into this game. Also, Taylor Duke is checked in for the Tigers. Gonzalez kind of got away with the travel. No, she did not. A little bit of a delayed whistle, but the refs get it right. Turnover, the ball will go back to Emery. It's 3-3, 4:30 to play in the first quarter. Callie Jensen with all 3 points for Emery, and Lily Gonzalez with all 3 points for Ogden. Each team with 1 field goal. Emery 1 of 2 at the stripe. Bounce pass down low. Caitlin Nielsen blanketed. And a foul from behind. I believe Wood will be the guilty party. And that will send Kate to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Emery can get inside anytime they want with the size advantage they have. Ogden's a little bit slow-footed, and you can see where Emery's having success is getting to the free throw line now in these last couple of possessions.
First shot for Kate is up and in. That breaks the tie. 4-3 Emery with the lead. 4:19 to play in the first quarter. Second shot for Kate is also good.
And made free throws allow you to set up in your trap defense.
And that's where Emery is really good at creating offense. And we have a timeout, I believe, taken
foul
by Ogden. And they call a foul against Sage.
It's awful.
Ogden was trying to get the timeout. Instead, first team foul against Emery. Lob over the top of the defense. Into the hands of Buse. Buse to Wood. Wants to go left side. Gonzalez moving without the basketball. And a pass down to the corner. Too high for Buse. Out of bounds turnover for Wood. And as we hit the 4-minute mark, ball will go back to Emery. Turnovers right now playing a factor for Ogden. Macy Vine will come back into the game for the Tigers. Vine comes in and Wood goes to the bench.
But Ogden can't play fast. They've got to set up in the half court. I just don't think they can with that trap. They get a little bit panic at them, and then they're trying to go too quick. You can see they went too quick. They turned the ball over.
Kelly brings it up and goes right side. Crosses over, wants to go high. Top of the key, ball's knocked into the backcourt. Gordon goes back to retrieve it. In a foot race with Buse. Gets it now to Curtis off of the right wing. Takes a couple of dribbles. Great closeout defense by the Tigers. Callie with a crossover dribble. Splits 2 defenders. Guyman right side. Curtis head fake. Penetrates in. Floats one up. Blocked. Beautiful interior defense by Nadolski.
Stutter ground and then right into the defender, and she swats it.
Gonzalez takes a couple of dribbles. Goes right side to Buse. Now to Gonzalez off the left side. Gonzalez works it into the corner. Nice bounce pass from Duke. Back out to Duke. Another bounce pass. Finds Buse. 15 on the shot clock for the Tigers. Hit their first shot of the ball game. Have not scored since. Drive shot off the baseline. Good. And that's Taylor Duke for 2, and we're tied 5-5.
Just moving the ball side to side. They get to the low post on the block. 2-point floater. That's easy offense by the Ogden Tigers.
3-point shot. Sage Curtis, no good. So Emery trying to get it going from beyond the arc early, but to no avail. Curtis had another open look. Passes this one up. Wants to go inside to Nielsen. And the ball's intercepted. Turnover. Gonzalez will walk it up. She patrols, goes right side. Gives it up to Buse. Buse wanting to go inside 12 feet. Another turnover, which has kind of been the story for both teams. Emery brings it up. It's Curtis off the left wing. Goes to Jensen. Callie. Scoop pass down low. And A foul. Nielsen went up high. I think Nadolski might have had clean ball. She did. Foul goes against Jill Wood.
Well, the
I
good
take that back. I said Wood. Wood's not out on the floor. So I believe it's Taylor Duke called for the foul, and the first shot is good for Nielsen.
No, they're getting to the free throw line. That's the good. Everything else has just been a little bit of clunkiness. Got to work those jitters out here the last 2:18 going to the second.
Megan Stilson and Addie Hurst come into the game for Emery. Callie Jensen and Sage Curtis go to the bench. Caitlin Nielsen now with 4 points. She's a perfect 4-4 at the stripe. It's 7-5, Emery by 2. Press, broken. Ogden with the ball. Coming in off of the left wing, not much there. Ashley Davis, who was freshly checked in for Ogden, now with the basketball, gives it off to Gonzalez, and Gonzalez is directing traffic. Rearranging out on the floor with 2 minutes to play in the first. Right side dribbling out, it's Vine. Vine wants to go cross-court, dangerous pass. Davis goes to retrieve it. 9 on the shot clock for Ogden. We're down to 7 on the shot clock. A drive, Vine might have to put up a rush shot. Bounce out, 2-1. Ogden barely gets it away. Shot at the buzzer, no good. Or at the shot clock buzzer, rather, by Davis, and a rebound to Emery. Lady Spartans in control, right side. Hurst off of the dribble. Hurst goes to Stilson. Stilson double dribbled. Called 18 feet away from the basket, and the ball will go back to Ogden. I think you got to credit the Tiger defense on the perimeter. They're making it difficult for Emery to penetrate inside. And now this Emery press getting to Ogden. Ball poked away. And it is said last touched by Ogden, so the ball will go to Emery. With 1:25 left in the first, Emery with an opportunity to expand their lead, 7-5. Out of the corner, Hurst floats it, shot way off of the mark. And a rebound corralled by Duke. Duke with a bounce pass up to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a crossover dribble. Offense moving through her so far in this game. Right side to Duke, kick out. Gonzalez had the open three, great closeout by Stilson. Here's a deep three for Gonzalez. It's no good off the back iron. Long rebound to Megan. Megan's going to push. Right side. Stops off of the perimeter. Goes top of the key. Quick swing left. Three-point shot for Hurst on the way. No good. We know Addie can light it up from beyond the arc. That's why she is out on the floor. And we have a jump ball down low. Possession arrow in favor of the Lady Spartans. 45 seconds left in the first. Emery 7, Ogden 5. Lob in. It's Nielsen down low. Lost the ball. Gonzalez comes up with a steal. Turnover played quarter for both teams. 8-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Gonzalez goes left side. Holding it's Davis. Davis cross-court pass finds Duke. One bounce. Gives it to Vine. Vine back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez 1 of 4 from deep, goes inside, wanted a scoop shot. Hurst is able to strip the ball away cleanly. Emery can now play for the final shot of the quarter. Gordon trying to drive, lost the ball. It was knocked out of bounds. So Macy Vine with terrific defense off of the wing, poked that ball out.
Yeah, Ogden's made life difficult. Credit them. Defensively, holding Emery to 7 points. I know they have 5, but both teams just can't get out of their own way with the turnovers.
Stilson holds top of the key, wants to go left side and does. Hurst, beautiful feed on the baseline, shot no good. Guyman with the miss, and now a tussle for the ball, a jump. Possession will go to Ogden. That's a big play for Emery because there's only 3.2 left. Ogden's got to go the length of the floor, and that's going to flip the possession arrow to start the second quarter. Ogden down court pass. Actually get this one away to Vine. Vine wanted the feed to Duke, and that takes us to the end of the quarter. Might have had a clean look, tried to make the additional pass, and that cost Ogden at the end of the first. A defensive battle in this one. Emery 7, Ogden 5. Winner go home time here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Welcome to JN Auto, where your dream car awaits. With over 100 vehicles in stock, from trucks to SUVs and everything in between, we've got the perfect ride just for you. And our full service department ensures your vehicle stays in top shape long after you drive off the lot. Can't find your ideal car? No worries, we'll hunt it down for you. Discover the JN Auto difference today.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Second quarter just about to get underway. Emery right now clinging to a 7-5 lead. Lady Spartans moving right to left of the radio dial. They'll get first crack here in the second quarter. Down low, Leah Cowley. Her first action, gets a quick shot, no good. Kelly Jensen crashes the glass for the offensive board. And now gives it off to Stilson, who drives. Shot at the rim is no good. Tonga had the rebound, lost it. Stilson comes up with the steal. And now another opportunity for Emery to get the first points of the second quarter. Callie down low, backing down on Tonga. Finds the cutter. Scoop shot, no good. Jensen was blocked by Tonga, who's been a difference maker inside the paint. And now the Tigers are going to push up right side. 45 seconds gone by in the opening quarter. Handling the basketball, it's Wood. Wood goes down low to Tonga. Shot in congestion, off the mark, and Cowley has the defensive board. Leah Cowley, just a sophomore for Emery. Seen an increased volume in varsity time as the season has gone on. Beautiful feed out of the high post. Jensen's shot is off the mark, so credit great defense by Taylor Duke. Ogden right now playing good defense. Big problem, they can't find anything offensively.
No, defense there. Offensively, both teams just really struggling to get anything going around the rim. They're getting to the rim, but they can't finish.
Another turnover for Ogden. In transition, shot at the hoop, no good. It's a miss by Addie Hurst. Now the Tigers will run it up yet again. Into the high post, Tonga with a spin move, trapped, wants to kick it back out, and another turnover for Ogden. Trying to save the ball going out of bounds, and it's right into the hands of Hurst, who goes left side to Stilson, now to Curtis. The three ball on the way, good! Sage Curtis from deep. She's 1 of 2 from beyond the arc, and it's 10-5. Emery's doubled up Ogden, largest lead of the game up to this point. Tigers break the press. Tonga with a dangerous cross-court pass, finds Buse. Buse gets it to the corner. Shot up on the way, no good. A miss by Duke. And a rebound down low by Emery. Timeout taken by Coach John Falo. Just a 30-second timeout. So we will keep it here. 5:51 to play in the second quarter. I know it says first on the scoreboard, but it is the second quarter. 10-5 Emery with a lead. Starting to see Emery settle down a little bit, Travis. They had several looks offensively in that opening quarter, could not get them to fall, but all of a sudden the defense is now changing things up a little bit. Ogden isn't getting any clean looks.
No, the clean look they just got was probably their best look they've had in a while. It's an open look on the baseline, but defensively they don't get back into position on the last one for Emery, and Emery gets a open corner three right in front of the Ogden bench. They push the lead to 10-5. So maybe that sparks Emery now offensively where they can go on a run.
5:51 to play in the first half. Out of the timeout, it's 10-5, Emery with the lead. Lady Spartans right now with Sage Curtis and Megan Stilson in the backcourt. Leah Cowley, Kelly Jensen, and freshly checked in is Carly Hurst. Walking it up left side, it's Stilson. Stilson gives it to Curtis. Now to Jensen. Goes down low to Cowley. Cowley passes out of the low post. Stilson now to Hurst. Three-point shot of the way, off the mark. Emery trying to go back-to-back from deep, and Cowley with a terrific offensive rebound. Jump ball. Possession will go to Ogden, but still Cowley had a terrific board. We thought was going to give Emery a second shot. Tonga ties her up. Press again from Emery. I would expect the Lady Spartans to stay in this press for the next several moments. Three-point shot of the way for Ogden, off the mark. The struggles continue on the offensive end.
The look, it's an open look, but the struggles, like you said. They knocked down the three early on in the first quarter, and they have nothing since.
Julia Draper was on the miss. So subs coming in now for the Tigers. Lola Gonzalez got a little bit of a breather, and now her and Megan Buse back up top. Taylor Duke in the game with Tonga down low. Also still in for Ogden is Vine. Shot up, good. A triple. Callie Jensen knocks down her first three, and it's 13-5. Emery holding an 8-point advantage. And again, the press giving Ogden fits. Timeout was called at the wrong time for the Tigers. Right as they were ready to break the press, flirting with a 10-second violation. Timeout from the bench, 30-second timeout. So Ogden's going to keep possession. 13-5. Emery with an 8-point lead, 4:58 to play in the second quarter. And Emery's knocked down 2 triples in this quarter. That's their 6 points. It was 7-5 at the end of the first, but a 3-ball by Callie and Sage make it 13-5.
Now, all it took was that, first one to fall over in the corner on a 5-on-4. Now you've hit 2 in a row. So I think they just needed to see the ball go through the hole to get some confidence going. And now they're up 13-5 defensively. You know that this team's struggling to move the ball, struggling to shoot the ball. If you just rebound the ball, get up and down the floor, you can push this 8-point lead to 15, 20 points here going into half.
Try to pull away, create some space. Gonzalez goes to Buse off of the right side. Goes back to Gonzalez at the penetration line. Under 5 to play in the first half. Pass down low, bounce pass in the paint, intercepted by Jensen. Callie's had a terrific day defensively, forcing several turnovers. Gives it to Curtis. Curtis goes to Callie, quick swing. Stilson will try a 3, no good. Rebound to Tonga down low for Ogden. And now the Tigers try to push up. Pass down court, intercepted again. Turnover after turnover for Ogden here in the first half. Jensen, left wing, goes right side. Stilson will try another triple that time. She's true from deep. Make that 3 makes from downtown here in the quarter for Emery. And that's when you know things are going right, and they're very difficult to beat if they can hit the open triples. Out of the press, Tonga with the ball, goes right side. Cutter coming in, and Ogden gets a much-needed bucket. Driving in was Macy Vine for 2, and at 16-7, that halts a lengthy Ogden drought, their first points of the second quarter.
First time they got some offense going towards the rim that was successful.
Stilson wanted to drive. Tonga poked the ball away, and then Ogden gave it right back up. And now a foul called against the Tigers. Foul goes against Buse.
That's a stop, and then you can't just fire the ball when nobody's looking and turn the ball right back over.
Has been some really good defense on both sides of the floor, causing some out-of-character mistakes. Hurst to inbound from the side and gets it in now to Jensen. Callie goes to Gordon, head fake out of the left corner. Gordon with great court vision finds Callie off of the right low block. Callie going to the pivot foot, lost the basketball, able to go down to the ground to get it. Shot up, Hurst in traffic, goes glass for 2. Carly Hurst. And it's 18-7, the first bucket that's not a perimeter jumper for Emery in this quarter. They stick in the press, and Gonzalez is able to break it. Gonzalez coast to coast. Wild shot, no good. Blocked by the bottom of the rim. And the ball is picked up by Hurst. Hurst gives it off to Callie. Callie's got to work around Vine. We hit the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. Nielsen down low. Kate looking for her first field goal. Shot no good. Tonga with a defensive rebound.
That's a good job by Tonga. The size forces her into a difficult attempt.
Still 18-7. Tonga from deep, no good. It was soft, but off of the back iron. Rebound to Gordon, who hands it off now to Callie. Callie over the top of the defense, right through the hands of Kate. Right idea. Really tough pass to make. Got it over the top of Tonga. And now subs coming in for Emery. Skyly Guyman will check back in. Sage Curtis goes to the bench.
It's a great job to get the ball over the top, but she knows that if she catches clean, she's got 2. I think she was just sped up just a little bit, thinking 2 points before she caught the ball. Turnover.
Nearly another turnover for Ogden on the inbounds. Joe Wood is checked back into the game as Vine goes to the bench. 5 out there right now for Emery is Gordon and Guyman, Stilson, Nielsen, and Hurst. Tonga will come out with 2:44 to play in the second. Nadolski comes back into the game for Ogden. Also checking in is Ashley Davis. Emery's going to stick in the press. Turnover. Picked up by Hurst. To Gordon out of the right corner. Wants to go cross court. Finds Hurst. Three-point shot of the way. Good. They rule it a long two. So Carly Hurst with 4 points off the bench. All four here in the quarter. Turnover off of the inbounds. And now the Lady Spartans are clicking. 2-point bucket for Megan Stilson. And Stilson now has 5 in the game. And it's 22-7. Another turnover. Ogden really struggling with the press. Stilson foul. Can't get the and one. But will go to the line to shoot 2. Well, that was a quick burst by Emery, and with 2:13 to play in the second quarter, all of a sudden it's 22-7.
Quick burst, defense leading to offense, turnover, leads to point in the paint, timeout, Spartans rolling 22-7 now.
Full timeout, we'll take it as well, 60-second break, 2:13 to play in the second quarter, Emery 22, Ogden 7 when we return.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh. Great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
2 foul shots for Emery out of the timeout. First one on the way, it's good. Megan Stilson hits her first. Emery has been very good at the stripe so far in this game. One more coming for Stilson, who now has 6 points. It'll stay at 6 as she misses the second foul shot. Rebound now to Ogden. And the Tigers got away with a travel or a double dribble out of the backcourt. However you want to word it, student body lets the officials hear it. Drive to the basket. Ogden shot at the rim is off the mark. And we have a loose ball foul going against Ogden. So with under 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter, ball will go back to the Lady Spartans. Up 16. We take a look at scores from around the state. How about this one? Carbon right now looking for the upset. They're up 10-3 on South Summit. Richfield did beat Union earlier today, 51-46, and South Sevier all over North Sevier. If we drop classifications, 23-3. Drive shot, no good off of the back iron. Long rebound corralled by Stilson, and a foul called, offensive foul called. So the ball will go back to Ogden. Called against Caitlin Nielsen. Sage Curtis will come back into the game. Skyly Guyman will go to the bench. That's just the first team foul for Emery of this quarter. It's been a fairly clean quarter for both teams. Ogden trying to break the press up over the top. Lob down to Gonzalez. She saves it, tries to float it up on the baseline, blocked by the bottom of the backboard. Curtis brings it up off the left wing, kicks it into the corner. Gordon dribbles out, 25 on the shot clock. Cabry, deep three, no good. Rebound by Nielsen. Nielsen puts it in for 2.
That ball halfway down, stick, and comes back out right underneath for the easy putback is Kate.
Turnover off of the inbounds, and Stilson adds 2 more to her total. Stilson now with 8 points, and it's 27-7. Emery running away with this one in the final 70 seconds of the first half. Tigers another turnover. The press, a nightmare for Ogden. Gordon shot no good, able to get her own rebound off the tip. Now to Hurst, the triple, up and in. Carly Hurst. The 3 ball working for Emery in a major way. It's 30-7. Another turnover. Gordon gives it to Stilson, to Hurst. Another 3, no good. Rebound to Nadolski. Gives it to Vine, who brings it up left side. Vine reverses down the middle of the paint, takes it in, shot no good. Had her first clean look here of the quarter. And we're down to the final 30 seconds. Shot clock right behind the game clock. 3 ball, no good, in and out. Great look by Stilson. Did not get the friendly bounce, and Ogden will bring it up down 23 points in what was a dominating quarter for Emery. Shot at the rim, good. That's Macy Vine for 2 to make it 30-9.
We talked about it, Jordan. If Emery just stuck to, their offense, they could have pushed this lead to 20 going to the break, and they're at that point.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, a 3. Hurst, no good, and that takes us to the end of the first half. It was 7-5 Emery at the end of 1. Emery outscores Ogden in that quarter 23-4. And the majority of the points were coming off of turnovers in the backcourt on inbounds.
Yeah, Ogden just doesn't know how to handle the trap. You can see that they panicky. They just throw the ball to no man's land. And Emery did a good job picking them off, coming up with steals, getting points at the rim, which then opens up the three-point shooting, and they knocked down their three-pointers in that second quarter.
We'll take a look at the first half stats in just a moment. The score right now, Emery 30, Ogden 9. Coming up, the halftime report brought to you by Dr. Daniel Cali at Castle Valley Orthodontics. You can give him a call today for a free consultation on a smile that'll last a lifetime. That's 637-2222. All Emery in this one, looking to advance to the quarterfinals. They hold a 30-9 lead when we return.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
My son and daughter both play sports, a lot of sports, and with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging, North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636 X-ray. That's 636-9729.
Welcome to JN Auto, where your dream car awaits. With over 100 vehicles in stock, from trucks to SUVs and everything in between, we've got the perfect ride just for you. And our full service department ensures your vehicle stays in top shape long after you drive off the lot. Can't find your ideal car? No worries, we'll hunt it down for you. Discover the JN Auto difference today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Lead. We want to welcome back in the viewing audience on our YouTube channel. Castle Country Radio Emery, the Emery Lady Spartans here on the Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime report. Travis rolling 30-9. You can credit the defense that created the bulk of that offense in the second quarter.
We just knew it was a matter of time before Emery started to get into an offensive flow. Early on, the shooting wasn't there, but their defense intensity picked up. They started turning Ogden over at a high rate. They got points inside the paint, and then they got transition, offense moving up and down the floor where they got open looks on the three-point line. And all it took was the first made three right in front of the bench. And after that, you can see they hit, 5-6 after that?
It's kind of amazing what happens, right, when you see it drop. Once all the three-point makes for Emery came in that second quarter, right? Carly Hurst, she knocked down one. Megan Stilson had one. Sage Curtis had one. Callie Jensen had one. And so Emery really got it going from beyond the perimeter. 7-5 at the end of the first quarter, 30-9 at the break. Let's take a look at some of the top performers for Emery. Out of that first half, Megan Stilson off of the bench. She has 8 points. She's become a 3-level scorer. She knocked down a triple. She scored inside the paint. She's gotten to the foul line as well. It was an all-around solid performance from Megan on the offensive side.
Yeah, really great first half by Megan, like you talked about. Confidence is a big thing. Once you see one of your teammates drop one, and then everybody else is feeling good about themselves, and I think it carried over. So that was a key make right in the corner. Everybody else then got involved, and you like to see the balance, the defense, the way they picked up. Ogden didn't help their cause by turning the ball over. Ogden's offensive sets, their offensive shots were not good, and it allowed Emery to get up and down the court. They shared the ball, and you love to see that because they play for one another. It's great team basketball from those group of girls, and it carried that second quarter where they really put their foot down and pulled away.
Carly Hurst has 7 points for Emery. Both Callie Jensen and Caitlin Nielsen have 6. Caitlin was held to just 1 field goal in that first half, but even at that, she made her presence felt, getting to the foul line not once but twice, and Kate's a perfect 4 of 4 at the foul line.
Yeah, that's where I think Emery really settled in is they were aggressive. They got to the free throw line. They started knocking those free throws down, which allows them just to drop back into their defense, and that's where they came up with the steals. Getting to the free throw line early on was key.
No question. Yeah, no doubt about it. And Emery did make good on the foul shots, which one loss a few weeks back. Foul shots were an issue. Emery in that first half goes 6 of 8 at the foul line. If you're Coach Famalo, I think you'll take that.
You talk about it, the free throw issues against Carbon cost them, and since that point, they've been really good at the free throw line after that game, and you're going to win games at the high school level if you can make free throws.
Sage Curtis also has 3 points, and that rounds out the 30 for Emery as they outscored Ogden in that quarter, 23-4. And it was a huge burst right at the end of the quarter where Ogden wasn't even able to get the ball past 15 feet out of bounds.
No, they struggled. They haven't seen anything like that, I think, all year long. And they don't know what to do. They don't know where to get to the safe spot in that zone or that press defense. And you can see, they just turned and they basically just handed the ball off to Emery or just threw it no man's land. And Emery's defense sat right there, picked it off, and got to the cup and scored.
Well, let's take a look at some of the other scores here in the second round of the state tournament. One's gone final already. Richfield, the number 6 seed, defeated the number 11 Union in a battle, 51-46. So Ridgefield will move on, and the Wildcats will face either Carbon or South Summit. But how about this? At the break, the number 14 seed Carbon Dinos, upset-minded, holding a 19-13 lead over South Summit. That's number 11 over number 6 right now. Or, excuse me, number 14 over number 3 right now.
The Dinos up there in Camas playing well. Let's see if it can continue over and we get an upset.
Got another update coming in at halftime. A battle 7 is Juab, 10 is Manti. And Manti, the 10 seed, holds a 29-28 lead at the end of the first half in that game. So a couple of potential upsets brewing. This one, it's fun. It's Ogden, it's Emery. If you're a Spartan fan, it got really fun in that second quarter.
Yeah, you hold that team to 4 points in the quarter. You burst your way to, 23 in that quarter, so 23-4. And you really distance yourself. And you and I talked about it. If they just settle in, defensively come up with some stops, and then find a way to get some easy buckets, they're going to push the lead to 15, 20 points. And at the high school level, that's so difficult to come back from with the quarters and how short they are to dig out of that hole.
Winner of this game will move on to the quarterfinals to face either number 4 Morgan or number 13 North San Pete. The score at that game at the break is Morgan 22, North San Pete 11. We'll send it back to the studio for just a moment. 90 seconds. We're back, and we'll have the second half. It's Emery High School basketball on 107.3 FM, 750 AM. Emery 30, Ogden 9.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Spartans play here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
To get underway here on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, also on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery. We have all kinds of Emery High School content, including a recent interview with 4 swimmers who shattered an 8-year-old school record at 3A state championships over the weekend. You can check that out on the YouTube channel. Here to get the second half rolling, Emery's going to roll with their starting 5, Skyly Guyman and Callie Jensen, Sage Curtis, Kate Nielsen, and Cabry Gordon. That's the 5 out on the floor for the Lady Spartans. Starting 5 for Ogden will take the court yet again. Lily Gonzalez, Megan Buse, Salote Tonga, Macy Vine, and Jill Wood. 3-point shot on the way, off of the mark. Gordon with a miss and a rebound up high, grabbed by Wood. So Emery tried to get it going from the perimeter early on. I like that. Unfortunately, couldn't get the shot to drop.
It's a really great look. Open shot right in front of the bench. That's one she normally makes. This time just a little short off the rim.
Tiger basketball right side. Buse stops top of the key. Emery right now with his own. It's Gonzalez off the left side. Gets it into the corner. Wood with a bounce pass, and now Ogden's going to work it around the right. Thought about a drive inside, did Wood, but instead kicks it back out. We're down to 3 on the shot clock, and we're going to have a shot clock violation. Ooh, Gonzalez did get it off and banks it in. Ho-ho! Looked as if we were going to get a shot clock violation. Gonzalez says no, goes deep for 3. Emery gets 2 points right back of Caitlin Nielsen.
Yeah, Tonga flew by on the pump fake, and that's an easy 2 at the rim.
32-12, Tonga with a left hand and finishes.
That's a smooth move.
Coming in off the left low block. And then a turnover for Emery. Tiger basketball. A drive, splits 2 defenders. We had a double dribble. Good call as Vine tried to split 2 defenders. From my view, it looked as if she did touch it with her other hand.
Correct.
6:39 to play in the third. 32-14. Emery with the advantage, although Ogden comes out firing here in the second half. Gordon dribbles off the left elbow, goes into the corner. A drive, Guyman shot, gets it to fall. Skyly Guyman, her first bucket, and that was a high degree of difficulty getting it off of the backboard. Ogden tries to go over the top of the press, nearly stolen by Curtis. Instead, the ball is poked and picked up by Vine. Vine goes to Tonga. Tonga tried to go glass from 8 feet, no good. Rebound to Nielsen, who gives it off now to Callie. Callie tries to go right down the gut, had the ball poked out of bounds. It'll stick with Emery. 28 on the shot clock. 2 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And a sub coming in, Taylor Duke will get some run. Macy Vine will go to the bench for Ogden. I like the way the Tigers have come out here in the second half, though.
Yeah, they're playing with more tempo and aggressiveness.
Callie down low, finds Kate, who takes it in for 2 points. Kate's got 4 now in the quarter, 10 for the game. And it's 36-14. Another turnover for Ogden off of the inbounds. Callie finds the cutter. Gordon for 2. All starters have now scratched at least 2 points for Emery, and we have a timeout taken by Ogden. 38-14, a 24-point advantage for the Lady Spartans. And it looks like it's just a 30-second timeout. Are they going to give it a full? It is a full. So let's pause for 30 seconds. 38-14, Emery with the lead over Ogden. 5:43 to play in the third when we return.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM at 7:50 a.m. KOAL.
5:43 left to play in the third. Ogden came out, scored quick 5 points, but Emery has already caught back up to take the lead in the quarter and expand that lead to 24 points, 38-14. Ogden ball out of the timeout. Gonzalez will walk it up. Goes left side. It's Buse. Couple of dribbles. Suffocating defense for Emery at the top of the key. Tonga tries the mid-range jumper. No good. But off the tip, able to grab her own board from 18 feet. Now goes down low. A kick out. Tonga tries another three. No good. Good look. Just cannot get it to fall. Great hustle trying to come up with a loose ball down the sideline was Buse. Slipped. And the ball goes out of bounds back to Emery.
Yeah, I like the way Tonga plays.
I do too.
She can get to the hole. She can shoot the outside shot. Struggling right now but I like the way she plays defense, and I like the way offensively that she can create her own shot.
Tonga just a junior. Get some more basketball out of her in Ogden. Foul called, and now Caitlin Nielsen will go to the line to shoot two. Tonga called for the foul. This will be foul shots number 5 and 6 for Kate, who's got 10 points in the game. First shot up, and it is no good. Rims out with 5:10 to play in the third. Second shot for Kate. Good. One of the most fierce competitors you will see. She's a gamer. 5:06 to play in this quarter, 39-14. Emery with her largest lead of the game. Gonzalez will try a three, no good. Missed it off the side of the rim. Comes off at an awkward angle, and I think it got Sage in the face. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stick with Ogden.
And that ball hits so light off the rim that you got to duck for cover, and she didn't get out of the way, and I think the ball did come down and hit her.
Now Mindy Frost will come in for the first time for Ogden. Buse will head to the bench. Frost is a senior here for the Tigers. Tonga for three. No good. Just short. Very soft touch. Just not dropping here on these Spartan rims. Right side, it's Wood. They work it back around to Gonzalez. 27 on the shot clock. Gonzalez takes one dribble and now finds Frost. Back to Gonzalez. Head fake from deep. Beautiful move. Gets 15 feet away. Shot off of the mark and a nice box out. Rebound handled down low by Curtis. And Emery wanted to push. Ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Ogden. And now Hazel Nadolski will come into the game for the Tigers. Tonga will get a breather. Lob in now to Callie. Callie gets within 12 feet. Kick out. Gordon, open three. Knocks that one down.
Yeah, you can't leave her wide open like that.
Now Cabry has the ability to light it up from beyond the arc. She's got 5 now with the ball game. It's 42-14 Emery. 4 minutes and 15 ticks left in the third. 3-point shot, no good. Frost with a miss, and Callie reaches for the rebound 15 feet away from the basket. Surveys, goes to Curtis, stops, pops, three, no good, in and out. Kate with a rebound, draws the foul, and will go back to shoot two.
Yeah, Kate just slides through, knows what position to get to, stands there, waits for the ball to come off the rim, got there, back to the free throw line.
Going to be an opportunity for Coach Famalo to clear his bench relatively soon. First shot for Kate, good. So right now, 6 of 7 at the line. One more coming. Second shot is good. That's 7 of 8. 44-14, midway through the third. Frost Bounce pass right side. It's Wood. Wood with another bounce pass to the right side to Gonzalez. Emery's done a good job of really limiting what Lily Gonzalez can do. She can score the basketball. Nadolski got in between two defenders. Scoop shot, no good. Rebound to Guyman. Wonder how much run Coach Famalo will give his varsity group, knowing that you do not play next week. Of course, you finish this one off. Cross-court pass. Taylor Duke knocks it out of bounds. It's going to stick with Emery. That's got to play a factor, right? I mean, you want to make sure you stay crisp for sure.
I think I just roll with it. Because like you said, it's going to be a long time. Get that long rest, but you got to stay fresh. You got to stay on point.
Hook shot of the paint. Kate's got two more. She's been great here in the second half. She has 9 points, 46-14. Jabri Sharp has checked into the game. First time we've called Jabri's name for Emery. Now the Tigers working the ball around the wing. Travel at the top of the key. Easy call to make as Julia Draper, the junior, shuffled that pivot foot, moving left to the left side. And Callie Jensen will go to the bench. Checking back in for Emery's Megan Stilson. Down low, Kate, shot no good. It was a great closeout by Nadolski. Under 3 to play in the third. 46-14 remains the score. Emery well in control of this one. Gonzalez off the left wing. Guarded by Gordon. And now gives it top of the key to Draper. Draper wants to go back to Gonzalez. It's a pickpocket steal by Jabri. Jabri coast to coast. Excellent hustle by Gonzalez. Gets back in transition. Foul called on the shot, so Jabri will go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, she just jumps the route. She knows the pass is going to go to the corner, so she just sits back, and then she breaks and picks it off, and then gets fouled going towards the rim. It's a great defensive stop.
It is. Give Gonzalez a lot of credit for getting back in transition. That's
yeah,
not,
I like Gonzalez, too.
I do, too.
Ogden's got some players that I like. Gonzalez is probably their best shooter, and she's only a sophomore.
First shot, no good. Jabri with a miss. Rare miss for Emery at the line so far in this game. Carly Hurst will come back in, and Cabry Gordon will go to the bench. So the five out there right now is Sharp, Hurst. Caitlin Nielsen remains out on the floor, along with Sage Curtis for Emery. Second foul shot for Sharp is no good, so she misses the pair. 2.5 to play in the third quarter. 46-14, Emery with the lead. Gonzalez is going to direct traffic. Stands at the penetration line. More subs coming in for Ogden in just a moment. Macy Vine will check in at the next dead ball, which is right now off of the tip from Sharp.
Almost back-to-back steals.
So Vine comes into the game, and Wood will go to the bench. .2:17 to play in the third. It's still 46-14. Emery well in control of this one. Draper wants to go to the corner. Great hustle by Sharp. Knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll stick with Ogden. 12 on the shot clock, 2:11 on the game clock.
Yeah, third time she's almost come up with another steal. Got the steal, then 2 times now on the last 2 attempts to go to that corner in front of the Ogden bench. She almost comes up with the steal again.
2:11 and counting. Nadolski takes the inbounds pass and now goes right side to Frost. Frost to Draper. Draper goes back to Frost. Couple of dribbles. Emery right now sticking in a 2-3 zone. Bounce pass to Nadolski out of the high post and a shot clock violation for Ogden. So the defense for Emery, very, very good. 46-14, under 2 minutes to play in the third. They've also played foul-free basketball here in the third quarter. They've fallen out of that trap, stuck mainly to zones. Cross-court pass, Stilson finds Curtis. An open three-pointer, no good, just short. Long rebound is knocked out of bounds. Stilson tried to run it down. She did. The ball was last touched by Ogden. It's going to stick with Emery. 35 on the shot clock. Out of the right corner with a little head fake. Swing, it's Curtis off of the left wing. Curtis able to give the ball back up to Hurst, who goes back to Curtis. 24 on the shot clock. Cross-court pass. It's dangerous. Stilson goes up and gets it and works it back to the opposite wing. Emery right now playing cross-court against this Ogden defense. Here's a three out of the right corner. In and out, no good. Kate tries to fight for the board, and it is knocked out of bounds by Ogden. It'll stick with Emery. 35, fresh 35 on the shot clock, minute 13 on the game clock.
Yeah, another possession is going to be the third attempt here to get something going offensively before the quarter ends.
Hurst gets the lob into Stilson off the right wing. Guarded by Frost. Back to Hurst. Goes into the high post. Kick out. Float inside. Shot no good. Emery with a fourth opportunity as Sharp comes down with the offensive rebound. Back down into Kate. Kick out. 3-ball on the way. Finally, Emery converts. That's Carly Hurst from deep. Carly's got 10 points off the bench. Her second triple of the game. 49-14. A 35-point advantage for Emery.
Too many opportunities, and eventually, if you don't get the loose ball, you're going to get burned.
What a quarter for Emery. The middle quarters have been just so dominant after Ogden played the Lady Spartans extremely close through a quarter. 3-point shot on the way. It's off the mark and missed by Vine, but a rebound by Ogden. Shot clock did not reset. They rule it an air ball. Drive in, tries to go glass, no good. Still didn't touch the rim. Nadolski has the rebound and a foul on the ground, I believe, against Sharp. Fairly amazing that Ogden never touched the rim. One shot of the paint, one from beyond the arc. Neither of them hit the rim. Backboard and an air ball. Wild.
Shot clock winding down, and then you get the foul. Shot clock off, 22.4 left here in the third. Should be the final touch, possibly in the quarter.
22 seconds. Working down, it's Duke. Kick out, 3-ball. Frost, no good. It was an air ball right into the hands of Carly Hurst. We're down to 10 seconds. Now 10 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Lob into Callie. Aaliyah gives it to Sharp. We're down to 4 seconds. Sharp gives it up to Stilson. Stilson not going to get the shot off. Goes down low to Aaliyah Callie, and that will take us to the end of the quarter. Well, Ogden showed some fire early on, but Emery runs away with a quarter. They outscore them 19-5 in that period, and we are down to the final 8 minutes of this second round matchup. 49-14, Emery well in control when we return.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Go to the fourth and final quarter. This one appears to be a formality. Emery up 49-14 over Ogden. Lady Spartans will come out with Carly Hurst and Addie Hurst, Aaliyah Callie, Jabri Sharp, and Callie Jensen. That's the 5 for the Lady Spartans. Ogden's going to counter that with Jill Wood. Tonga has come back into the game. Gonzalez is back out on the floor with Buse. And also out on the floor is Ashley Davis. Davis right now with the basketball goes to Gonzalez. Top of the key, couple of dribbles, right side. Davis wanted to go baseline, nothing there. Great seal off for Emery. And now a bounce pass into the high post. Wood, kick out, Gonzalez for 3. That thing was halfway down. It spins out, rebound. Grabbed by Wood and a foul on the ground. It's the first team foul. The clock's going to continue to move because of the mercy rule, with it being a 35-point advantage for Emery, so this quarter is going to move fast.
Yeah, the old mercy rule comes back. Football moves really quick. In basketball, it's a blur.
Yeah, football, it's amazing how fast the mercy rule games fly by. Ball goes to the right wing, poked out of bounds. It's going to stick with Ogden. Mindy Frost will come into the game as Ashley Davis will go to the bench. Frost again, a senior here for this Ogden team. They've played hard, there's no doubt.
Yeah, just a little bit undermanned. They're young. They just don't have enough offensively to keep pace.
3-point shot is off of the mark, and Carly Hurst comes down with a rebound. Ahead of the pack, Callie with the ball down low. Beautiful feed by Callie Jensen to Aaliyah Callie for 2, and that's Aaliyah's first bucket. Aaliyah just a sophomore. Emery may have to use her, I think, in key situations, Travis, as we get into the state tournament.
Yeah, she's going to play a factor. The size, the ability to get fouls, rebound, block shots, and she can score in the paint. So it's going to be a factor to use her coming up here in a couple weeks.
We have seen her game mature throughout her sophomore season. 51-14. Drive, nearly losing the ball was Buse. Straightaway 3, good. Knocked down jumper that time by Joe Wood. And it's 51-17, under 6 to play here in this ball game. Addie Hurst with a basketball for Emery. Goes back down to Callie. Backing down Tonga. Kick out. Heads up play. Callie Jensen knocks down the 3.
And that's what we're talking about. You get the ball into the low post, and then it's swarmed. The perimeter's open.
Yep. Great court vision by Aaliyah Callie. 54-17. Tonga had the ball stolen. Reaching in, it was Addie Hurst. Addie with a full head of steam, wants to come in on the right side. A ton of contact and a foul called on the ground. That will work against Ogden as that clock continues to run. 54-17. Emery on their way to UVU for the quarterfinals, where we get a little bit of a break.
Yeah, and guess what else we get? The 9-10 game.
That's right.
We always get the 9-10 game, it seems.
I think I would rather play the 9-10 game than the 9-10 a.m. game.
Yes, absolutely want the night game.
Yep. Lob in. Ball was poked into the backcourt. Great hustle by Ogden. Unable to run it down was Davis. We do have an upset brewing at the end of the third quarter. Carbon leads South Summit 29-24.
The Dinos 8 minutes away from the upset.
Clock continuing to move here on the Mercy rule. Ogden goes to the full court press. Curtis with the ball off the left sideline, takes a couple of dribbles, and now goes back to Hurst on the opposite side, and a foul called against Ogden as Megan Buse just stuck her knee out. Morgan right now leading North St. Pete 39-22. That one at the end of the third quarter. Formality there. Have not gotten an update on the Manti Juab game. That was close at the end of the first half. We'll keep you updated. Emery able to break the trap from the Tigers. Shot at the rim by Sharp is off the mark. Nearing the midway point here in the fourth quarter. Tiger ball with 23 on the shot clock. Gonzalez goes cross court, finds Buse. Wanting to drive, there's nothing there. Drive, tough shot over the top of Cowley, and that is a great shot by Ashley Davis.
Get the paint, flick it up off the glass. Good job.
Another high degree of difficulty shot. That time it drops for the Tigers, 54-19. Bounce pass down low. Cowley kicks it out. Curtis is going to slow it up. Turnover. Ellie Stilson is coming to the game for Emery as Coach Famalo has been able to work that bench. Foul called against Emery on the opposite side. Sage Curtis is whistled for the foul. Ellie Stoker will come into the game now for Emery. So more subs coming in for both teams as that clock trickles under 3 minutes. Three-point shot on the way, nearly a bank, no good. Rebound by Draper down low. Draper throws the ball away right into the sure hands of Jabry Sharp. Sharp brings it up left side. Dribbles out, now goes left, out of the corner. Emery has just about emptied that bench completely. Lizzie Roberts also with the game. And Tonga called for the foul on the drive by Ellie Stoker. So shots coming for Emery.
That Stoker just finds a little bit of a seam, goes up into Tonga, gets to the free throw line.
2:18 to play. Clock stop. First foul shot on the way. No good. And Kara Bernard will come in for Aaliyah Cowley. And so everyone getting some run for Coach Falo, everyone getting some run for Ogden as well. Second shot for Stoker. On the way, good. She goes 1 of 2 at the line. 2:15 left to play. Ogden will walk it up. 3-point shot. Frost nearly banked it in. Rebound on the putback is good. Emery back in control of the ball. It's Stilson across half court. Stilson finds the cutter on the baseline. Beautiful feed, and Lizzie Roberts has 2 points.
That's great ball movement. Smooth move to get to the rim. Swim move down. Right-hand side. Layup. 2 more points.
Sophomore getting in the score sheet here in a state tournament game. Sharp with a rebound on the defensive end for Emery. Off another miss from the Tigers. 1:37 to play. Drive, Sharp, swatted at the rim. Nadolski with a great block. And then another block down low by Renee Brockbrader. But it turns into 2 points for Emery.
Yeah, Lizzie, stand right there. Looked around, said, hey, there's no one around me. I'm going to put it up. She did. 2 more points at the rim.
She's got 4 points now in the ball game. 1:22 left to play in this one. Timeout is taken on the floor. Let's keep it here. A scoreboard update did just come in. Juab 40, Manti 35. That one at the end of 3.
It's a good game. Thought we'd have some really tight games in this opening round.
You always wonder what the RPI is going to look like.
Yep.
If it's right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would go to UVU, right? Doesn't always work that way. That's what makes the basketball state tournament so entertaining. And the big upset watch right now would be number 14, Carbon, looking for their second win this week. Remember, the Lady Dinos had to play Ben Lomond from the same region as Ogden, and they beat them 76-13. That game was back on Tuesday. So Carbon riding some of that momentum. The score here, 59-21. Emery up by 38 points as we get down to the final minute, 22. Lob in here for Vine, working it right side. Couple of dribbles. But now it's Tiger basketball out of the corner. 3-point shot. Good. Nadolski knocked down the right corner 3. No quit in this Ogden team. They're going to fight all the way to the very end of this one. 3-point shot. Sharp. No good. It bounced all the way around on a rebound. Corralled here by the Tigers. So you love to see the hustle. 3-point shot off the way. No good. Sharp with another rebound for the Lady Spartans. And we get down to the final 38 seconds of this one. I think they're just going to take their time. Run this clock down. 9-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Lob in, down low. Stoker. Kick out to the left side. We're down to 15 on the game clock, 5 on the shot clock. Sharp. Hesitation, floats it in as the shot clock expires, and Jabry will get her first points of the game, and that will do it. Game in the books. Emery will advance to the quarterfinals of the state tournament with a lopsided 61-24 win over the Ogden Tigers.
They settled in after that first quarter, and they took control in the second, didn't look back, and they're on their way to UVU to continue their season.
It was 7-5 at the end of the first quarter. Took a little bit of time for Emery to settle down, but once they did, they were off and rolling, outscoring Ogden in that second quarter, 23-4. That's where the game changed, obviously.
Yeah, and they started turning them over, got easy looks inside the paint, which opened up the perimeter, and they put their foot down, and they never looked back, and they cruised to victory.
Post-game wrap-up show is on the way. We'll take a look at the final scores in this one. We'll preview what lies ahead for the Lady Spartans. You and I will be going to UVU in a little over a week on February 24th, where you're 3 wins away from a state championship.
Yeah, last year made that nice run, got to the state championship, had a chance. So let's get back there and try to finish it off.
Final score here tonight, 61-24. We'll send it back to the studio. Post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union is coming up next.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
At Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, they believe every home deserves to look its best. Since 2003, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding has been transforming homes and businesses with precision and care, ensuring your peace of mind with every shingle and siding panel installed. Whether you're updating an old look, repairing storm damage, or bringing life back to your storefront, trust them to handle every detail. Visit cleancutroofingsiding.com to schedule your free consultation. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, where quality meets craftsmanship.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
We're not going out on a limb when we say,
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen. Fantastic food, fun atmosphere. Known for their made-from-scratch pizzas, Juniper has the very best pastas, burgers, salads, wraps, hoagies, paninis, appetizers, loaded sodas, desserts, vegan and vegetarian options. Dine in for lunch or dinner, Tuesday through Friday, 11 till 8. Saturdays, noon till 8. Order online at juniperkitchenutah.com with DoorDash delivery. Stop beating around the bush for a great meal.
I want to go to Juniper.
Juniper Kitchen and Price.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
The Spartans play here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Flying colors. We'll bring back in the viewing audience on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery. Travis, 61-24. Emery gets the win. And, boy, that was dominating, especially after that first quarter.
After the first quarter, yeah, like you said, you never had any doubt in this game. They just have so much talent. Ogden is so young. Defensively, Ogden, that first quarter, they held Emery to 7 after the first quarter. But after that first quarter, Emery settled in. They started getting turnovers. They started getting points in the paint, which allowed them to knock down some threes. And then they knocked down a bunch of threes. And we talked about it, Jordan. For them to have success, they've got to make threes. They made threes tonight.
Well, they absolutely did. Let's take a look at some of the final point totals in this game. Caitlin Nielsen put together a terrific performance in that second half. The second half alone, she had 9 points. She finishes with 15 for the game.
Yeah, she was really good tonight. Did a good job getting inside the paint, made some free throws, a dominant performance once again.
She finishes the game with 15 points, 10 points coming from Carly Hurst tonight as well. Carly off the bench, knocked down 2 triples.
Yeah, she did. She catches, she settles in, she gets her feet set, and she can knock it down. And moving forward, it's going to be key because she's going to get open looks. Teams are going to back off the perimeter, and you've got to make them, and she made a couple tonight.
I think that's been the key for Emery, right? Can they knock down the three-point shot? And I know we are going to catch up with Coach John Falo here in just a bit. We'll go over that and take a look at, at least get his thoughts on how they shot from the perimeter. But in the second quarter, they were lights out, and I think that definitely helped in that 23-point quarter. There's no doubt.
Yeah, all it took was that first make, and you go back, it's the 3 in the corner right in front of the Ogden bench. And after that, I think everybody just settled in. I think the nerves went away. They settled in the game. They got after it defensively. And then they started making perimeter shots, and they made them in a hurry. And before you know it, you look up, and it's 30-7.
The post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. You can turn that Visa debit card into an Emery High School Spirit card. All you have to do is go into Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, and when you do that, tell them you want your Emery High School Spirit cards. You can take the Spartans with you wherever you go as we continue this post-game wrap-up show. How about 9 points from Callie Jensen? She affects the game in so many different avenues. While she has 9 points, Travis, she's responsible for so many more. We don't have her assist total, but also on the defensive side of the ball, she came up with some huge steals.
That's what I was going to touch on defensively. She's just got length, and she's long, and she can get in there. She reaches her hands in there. She's tipping passes. She's getting on loose balls, which then allows the transition the other way. And she's good. She can snake her way through the paint and get to the rim. I know a couple times she came up a little bit short. But moving forward again, it's going to be key for her defensively to, stick to on that perimeter defense to slow teams down. And she did that tonight.
Megan Stilson finishes with 8 points, scored all 8 in the first half. Megan, she was so effective, really, throughout those first 2 quarters. We talked about A, knocking down perimeter jumpers, but also B, getting to the basket and getting to the foul line. She did a little bit of everything.
Yeah, life is so simple for Emery when they get to the foul line, and you've seen it tonight. They got to the foul line. Then it allows them defensively to just stay in that trap. And when they're getting to the free throw line, that opens up them getting more easy looks in the paint, and then it opens up the perimeter. So for Megan, it was just simple. The game is just simple for her.
She finishes with 8 points tonight. Again, we're going to go through all the scores for Emery. Cabry Gordon had 5 points. All 5 comes in the second half. Cabry did knock down a 3-point shot off of the right wing. Once she gets going, again, just another perimeter threat for Emery, and it opens things up for Caitlin down low. It opens things up for really Callie as well as far as driving to the basket when Emery can hit from beyond the arc, and they did that. Cabry finishes with 5.
Yeah, I think for me, the most important player moving forward if Emery wants to make a run is KB. It's Gordon, because she's going to be open in those corners, and that's her spots, and we've seen she made the one. She came up short on the one. She's going to get an awful lot of good looks moving forward, so for me, she's the most important player moving forward because the amount of looks she's going to get from the three-point line.
I think it's pretty simple, right? You know who's going to be effective in the paint. We know that Kate's going to do that, right? We know that. So, I think there's something to be said. We're actually going to be joined right now by Callie Jensen. She's going to step up to the broadcast table here, and we're going to get her perspective on tonight's game. Callie, first off, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Okay, this is winner go home time, and I know that you guys are hungry for a state championship based off of what happened last year. How would you assess your team's performance tonight?
I think we did what we needed to. We got the job done. We knew we couldn't overlook them, so we had to come out with fire, and that's what we did. I think
it was competitive at the end of the first quarter at 7-5, but I kind of had the feeling that you guys would get it rolling defensively, or offensively rather, at some point in time. I thought you were great defensively. What changed between the first quarter and the second quarter?
I think we finally just, we got over that little hump. We started, in our minds, that switch of confidence Jules always talks about. You got to shoot with confidence. Let your defense convert to offense.
You guys shot the ball very well from beyond the arc, and I know that helps as well. All the second quarter threes, I mean, you had one, Sage had one, Megan had one, Carly had one. All of those three-point makes came in the second quarter. Much easier, right, offensively when you guys are hitting from deep.
Yeah, it definitely gets things going for us. Makes it less stressful. It's just more fun to get out there and just relax and move the ball around and hit shots.
I've talked to Coach Falo about that all season. He says, hey, if we can hit the outside shot, we're a pretty dangerous team. You agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. Once we get up, then they can't pack it in on Kate. They got to step out on us, and then we can fire on all cylinders right there and just get it going.
Your defense was absolutely phenomenal throughout the entire game. What were you seeing from Ogden that allowed you to A, read what they were doing offensively, step in those passing windows, and yet take advantage and turn that defense into offense?
I don't know. It just felt like, I don't know, my mom had been telling me all day it's my last game in the Spartan Center, so
yeah.
not holding anything back, like just get going. And defense is where I feel like I can just let loose and just go crazy.
Has that sunk in yet, that this is it? You're not going to play on this
it's
court
kinda
again?
crazy.
It is, right?
Yeah.
It is. I mean, we've been watching you play since you were a freshman, and now it all comes to an end, but it comes to an end in style. I mean, you guys get a dominating victory, which is always good.
Yeah, it was fun.
Is it difficult, knowing where you guys were last year, to not look ahead in the state tournament? Because I did it as soon as the bracket came out. Okay, what does the next round look like, right? What does the quarterfinals look like? What side of the bracket are we on? Has that been difficult for you guys as a team to not look ahead?
Yeah, I think so. Like, we've been looking ahead, like kind of just scouting different things, but we knew we had to take care of this one first, and then it's one step at a time.
We know, I believe it's official now. I believe it is going to be Morgan. That game, I don't know if it's gone final yet. The last time I saw Morgan was up by double digits, so I would assume that's who it's going to be next for you guys. When do you start preparing for Morgan?
Right now. Like,
yeah,
this
you go home tonight?
Yeah, the next one, watch some film, get ready.
I love it. Well, you guys have a long break, and this was something that I talked to Coach about earlier in the week. We're so used to that Tuesday, Thursday schedule.
Yeah.
There was not a game all week long.
No,
how
got
weird?
long.
How weird was that?
It was definitely weird. It's kind of hard to stay focused in practice, but that's what you got to do. Just got to kind of lock in and keep working hard.
Obviously, the underclassmen have to play a big role because they got to keep the varsity going, right? Did they do a good job with that in practice?
Yeah, they did. They give us a good look on defense, and we get good rotations in throughout practice.
Well, now you got to wait more than a week before you get back out on the floor again. Health-wise, how do you feel this late in the season? Because this is a grueling season. We go all the way back to November. Here we are now in the middle of February, and you guys are still playing ball. How do you feel?
I mean, we had a couple girls sick this week, but other than that, I think we're pretty healthy for the most part. Like, I think we've got over most of our injuries. Hopefully we can stay healthy throughout the rest.
I'm going to ask you this question because I think losses are important. You guys bounced back from that loss to Carbon in a pretty major way. You had 2 hefty wins now, plus you had the win over Juab, right? I think you can learn so much more from a loss. How important was that for you guys to refocus? And is that the way you guys looked at it? Like, look, this is a chance for us to either A, sulk in this, or B, turn it around and use it as a learning lesson.
Yeah, I think a loss is never good, but it was kind of a wake-up call for us that you can't overlook anybody. You got to show up every single day, and you just have to go out there and work hard.
I think it's been proven in this region, right? I mean, front to back, it's a pretty good region.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, Callie, congratulations on getting the win. I'm going to leave you with this. One more question for you. How do you approach next week now, knowing you got 7 days off, not 5? What do you do personally to stay sharp out there?
I don't know. Just get good rest and then get back at it, I guess. I don't know.
That's a long break.
Yeah.
That's a long break. But you performed well on both sides of the floor tonight. Callie, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. That's Callie Jensen again here on the Postgame Wrap-Up Show. We're going to send it back to the studio. We'll come back with final touches on the Postgame Wrap-Up Show when we return.
At Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, we have the solutions to your financial goals. From auto loans, RV, home and business, to savings, money market, and certificate accounts. With local people, local lending, and local decisions, you can depend on us.
Welcome to JN Auto, where your dream car awaits. With over 100 vehicles in stock, from trucks to SUVs and everything in between, we've got the perfect ride just for you. And our full service department ensures your vehicle stays in top shape long after you drive off the lot. Can't find your ideal car? No worries, we'll hunt it down for you. Discover the JN Auto difference today.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlenos Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlenos, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Is on this post-game wrap-up show. Final score again on this one, 61-24. Emery will get the win over Ogden. And Travis, that means, as you pointed out, we get the 9-10 game coming up in a little over a week.
Yeah, a little over a week, the 9-10 game. We talked about it. I think that's a good spot to be in, that late game. You don't want to be in those early morning games. So got some time off to, watch some film, get ready, relax a little bit, but stay focused in the same aspect.
All right, we're going to continue to keep tabs. I believe it's Morgan. That's who we're going to get.
In the Morgan Trojans, yeah.
Yep, in that quarterfinal matchup. There's some history between those two teams.
A lot of history.
Yeah. That's a fun game. Right, I'm looking forward to it. Of course, that game will be on KOAL 107.3 FM, 750 AM. We'll have the live radio feed for you here on our YouTube channel, but that brings an end to the girls' video broadcasts of the season. We're not allowed to do any of those once we get to the state championship tournament, but we will have the radio feed for you as we move into UVU February 24th. We get 10 days off before we're back at it.
It's a long time. Again, though, you got to stay focused, and Coach Famal does a good job. He'll have the girls ready to play. And then we go up to UVU. It's always fun to get to those neutral sites, the atmosphere, and everything that goes along with high school sports and being there.
Always fun to be along with you. Final score in this one, 61-24. Full write-up coming your way at CastleCountryRadio.com. He's Travis Anderson. I'm Jordan Buscarini. As always, go Spartans.